Peace. This is Waz Words Media back at y'all for another round. And fight fans, we have one of the greatest fight cards ever put together coming up February 22nd, 2025, courtesy of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyad season. Wow, what a card. I mean, we're going to have, in the main event, we're going to have the rematch of probably my favorite fight of 2024, which is the fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, part 2. So the rematch is set for February 22nd. However, that card, the undercard, is loaded. First of all, we're going to have the return of Israel Madrimov. Madrimov has garnered quite a following. A lot of people are now interested in Madrimov. Madrimov has been a guy that he's been exciting to fight. Like, you know, in my previous videos, I've mentioned that I used to watch him fight on the early days of DAZN, and he has such a funky style. Like I was telling y'all leading up to the Crawford fight, that was going to be Crawford's hardest fight, and it was going to be a harder fight than Errol Spence. And it turned out to be exactly just that. Because of his funky style, he comes at you herky-jerky, moving his arms and throwing combinations out of nowhere based on his movement. And he's stacked, built like a house, man. So he's a very, very fun fighter to watch, and he is fighting none other than Vergil Ortiz. Madrimov versus Ortiz. What a showdown. That is going to be an incredible fight. Vergil Ortiz. And that's the next video I'm gonna get into, because Vergil Ortiz's name has been in some controversy, but it's not because of him. The controversy is on Boots Ennis, but I'll get to that in a minute. In any event, yeah. So you have the rematch with between Beterbiev and Bivol. Then you have Madrimov versus Vergil Ortiz. And also on this card, you have Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin. Whoa. I mean, for those who are not familiar with Kid Austin, he is a very, very talented young fighter. I mean, he's stepping up big time because he's very young and early in his career. But Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, has been making quite a name for himself. He fights under Eddie Hearn and DAZN, so you could catch him on DAZN mainly. And he was on a recent undercard, and he's just been annihilating opponents. He has what seems to be a complete package: speed, power, timing, accuracy. He seems to have a complete package. And Kid Austin is stepping up. Floyd Schofield is stepping up in a major way as he's jumping up to fight Shakur Stevenson. And this, Shakur Stevenson is one of the modern day kings of boxing, so to speak. But this is not going to be any easy fight for Shakur, man. This is not going to be an easy fight for Shakur. I'm telling you now, this fight right here might steal the night, because Kid Schofield is going to come. He's going to bring the pressure. And we're going to see if actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. Vergil Ortiz versus Madrimov is going to be fireworks. But this fight is going to be very good as well. Kid Schofield, Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield versus Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur has been asking for fighters that want to step in there and fight with him, go toe-to-toe with him. Listen, Kid Schofield ain't going back down at all. With his speed, power, accuracy, timing, this is going to make for a very challenging fight for both fighters. So I'm excited for this one. This one, I think, as the fight gets closer, as fight night gets closer, more people, I think, are going to focus on this fight. As people start to tune in and listen to both sides speak, and once people start getting familiar with the name Kid Schofield, Kid Austin, and they start to let me look up his fights. Start to YouTube him a little more. They're gonna start to see, oh, okay, this kid is Shakur stepping in the ring with that. So that's gonna be, and you know, I invite y'all from now. Start looking up Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin. Look up some of his fights. He's very young and very talented. And you got to give him all the credit in the world for stepping in this early in his career with a Shakur Stevenson. But yeah, we have Zhang. You know, the Giant is gonna be in there in a good fight as well. This is a stack card. I mean, but I mean that triple main event right there. I mean, oh, you also got I believe it's Parker versus a heavyweight showdown. Parker versus Daniel Dubois, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another banger. Like, this is gonna be, man, there's gonna be so many good fights on this card. I'm excited. February 22nd. Hopefully 2025 gives us the fights that we've been wanting, because, you know, 2024 was mad dry. This has been the driest year in boxing in like the past 10 years. This 2024 was super dry. But 2025 is off to a great start with this card put together by Riyad Season, headlined by the rematch, part 2 between Beterbiev and Bivol. You got Madrimov, Virgil Ortiz, Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield versus Shakur Stevenson. You got Parker, Daniel Dubois. You got Zhang. This is going to be a big fight. Big fight card. So, and then on top of that, we also are going to get early in the year David Morrell versus David Benavidez. So 2025 is looking alive, giving us some good fights so far to start the year. I'm Waz for Waz Words Media. Peace.